The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running back.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Watch it now, Barney.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play fake, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 9. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. He may try and run for the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they couldn't get anything there, Charles. Now 4th down from their own 2, and a bad situation, to be frank, for the special teams.
Yeah, if you are the punting team now, your number one thing is protect the punter, because you got to think they may actually come after him trying to get a big play.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So out come the Falcons now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Uzana. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Gone!
2nd down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's the backup Simeon. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And here now the offense heading back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now he'll let this one go deep. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. McManus's point after is good, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A handoff to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run it here with Thompson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
Mayfield now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thompson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Here's Mixon. Gets past one man. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And I think the ball's out. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Blue 90.
Mayfield down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, some strong running. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 30.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They toss to Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Out to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Detroit!
He's back to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
queen. Dagger.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rest keep me up on the old. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. You got to picture me.